This is a spoiler alert for Squid Games. If you haven't watched it, keep scrolling. All right, ready? Ali is still alive. I'm not in denial. Just hear me out on this. All right, the first reason I think this is because Ali died off camera, right? Whenever a character dies off camera, there's a huge chance that they're gonna come back. The only other character that dies off camera in the whole show is Ilnam, and he comes back later on, and they fake his gunshot. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Ali's such a likable character. They wouldn't want to do that in front of us, right? No, very likable character. They busted her whole skull cap off right in front of us. Another example of a likable character, actually the most likable character, right in front of us. Why not Ali? Which brings me to my third reason. These employees, what do you think they're hiring these employees? They're not hiring these guys off of Indeed and Snag-a-Job. These employees have to be former players that lost, that they just kind of picked out, right? I know this because this guy was also a former player. He just happened to be the winner. Now he's the front man. Ali's alive. He's gonna be a worker next season, and he's gonna help him dismantle the whole game.
Have you heard of the Squid Game theory about why Gion dyed his hair red?
Okay, I always wondered what the point of that was.
So many people say that since the color red symbolizes courage, it shows that Gion is finally taking control of his life. So I saw a crazy theory by Bryce Edward Brown, and it's gonna shock you.
Alright, blow my mind.
So remember when Gion has to pick between the blue and the red Dachi cards?
Yeah.
It's just like when Neo had to pick blue or red, just like in the Matrix. If Neo picks blue, he goes back to ordinary life, just living in the everyday world, and remains ignorant. But if he picks red, he'll gain the true knowledge of the harsh realities of life. But as we know, Gion picked blue, and before the games, he was very ignorant. And he's even wearing a blue hat when he's playing Dachi. And we see the other players also pick blue Dachi cards because they don't understand the harsh realities of the world either. But after Gion wins the games and he talks to the old man, Gion dyes his hair red, and it symbolizes that he now has the knowledge of the harsh realities of the world and how evil the world can be, and now he has the courage to take down the games.
Dude, Squid Game theories never fail to amaze me.
Crazy Squid Game theory. Spoiler alert. So the theory is that the red mask guards are actually winners from previous games. Let me explain. So the winners of each game win a lot of money, but they are not financially responsible, as we saw all of the players had severe debts and were gamblers and high-risk traders. So it makes sense when the winners return to the outside world, they recklessly spend all of their prize money and are back to square one. The creator keeps track of the winners when they return to the outside world. That's how they knew player 456 didn't spend any of his prize money. So when he saw the winners went back into debt again, he got someone to approach them to join the game, but as a red mask guard, or for Junho's brother as frontman, so they can pay the debt. As long as they follow the rules and work for a set period of time, they'll be paid a large sum by the end of their contract. It was expected that player 456 would follow the same fate, but he didn't spend the thing, which is why player 001 met him. Also, player 456 who won the game dyed his hair red, which may mean he might join as a mask guard in season 2, but as a good one who tries to bring the whole thing down. We also saw how cruel the guards are, and they kill people without any remorse. Winning the game changes you and makes you more cruel, since you're willing to sacrifice other people's lives just for money. So that's another reason why they might have chosen to recruit past winners. What do you think of this theory?
theory, spoilers ahead. Many people believe that the 14 people who chose not to come back to the games are actually now the game staff. The frontman tells the other workers to keep an eye on the other 14 who have not returned. Maybe they have taken them in as game staff, or maybe they're just keeping them on their radar for next year's game.
He is still alive.
Okay, so there's a very interesting Squid Game theory that people are talking about online. And it has to do with something from the very first episode. And it comes from the game that the salesman plays with Ji-yoon in the very beginning. Now look at these two colors. We got red and we got blue. What color does Ji-yoon go with? That's right, he chooses blue. Then later he wakes up in a room in a bluish green jacket, just like everyone else. The theory is whatever color you pick from these cards is the role you get in the Squid Game. If you choose blue, you're one of the players. But if you chose red, then you're one of the workers / soldiers or leaders. This is an extremely interesting theory, and I believe it goes along with the whole concept of the story. The old man was all about equality, making it fair for others. That choice in the beginning is a fair choice. It's a 50-50. And ironically enough, when another man is playing the game with a salesman, he too picked blue.